Hi there, this is Dr. Tammy Stewart from PT Toe Excel to show you about the tennis ball peanut. This is a super high-tech piece of equipment here. I have literally taped 2 lacrosse balls together and 2 tennis balls together. So, give a nice up front picture here. It's literally just athletic tape taping these together. You can use duct tape. I wouldn't suggest Scotch tape. Don't think that would hold, but you can use any tape that you think would hold together. Duct tape, Gorilla tape, etc., etc. So the purpose of the peanut. Notice that it creates this really nice divot here. That is a really nice spot to put your spine. So really good tool for thoracic mobility. So you lay on top of it. You want to make sure the knobby parts of your spine are right in that little divot there, so that one ball is on one side of your spine, the other ball is on the other side of your spine. So you're going to lay on it. You want to put it about here. So you don't want it in the low back, but start kind of where the ribs start. And you just lay down. You want to keep your knees bent because that protects your low back. So I've got the balls right about here, and notice that my ribs start right about there. So step 1 is just be on the balls. Breathe into the peanut, kind of let your body relax on top of it and kind of melt. You'll get a joint stretch here, a little muscle work. It might be a little uncomfortable. If you can tolerate it, super. If not, maybe this isn't the right thing for you, and that's okay too. So once step 1 is like no big deal and you're like fairly comfortable on the balls, then you start alternating your arm raises. So one arm up and then the other arm up. The reason for this is that you create a little gentle side bending through the upper and middle back. And that kind of allows your muscles to kind of scrub along the balls and get a little joint movement in with that stretch. So that is more aggressive, so it may be even less comfortable for you, but just kind of do that until it's like no big deal again. And then the next phase is like you're driving a giant bus. So big steering wheel up top, big steering wheel down below. This creates more side bending through the thoracic spine and ribs, and that's the point. So driving a tiny little steering wheel isn't going to do it. You really want those big movements. And once you've done some of those, and it's no longer intense for you, you just roll your body down, which effectively moves the peanut up. And then you just repeat the sequence. If that's not particularly uncomfortable for you, then you're probably not tight at that level. And so you can keep moving up until you find a level, moving the peanut up, moving your body down, until you find a level that like, oh, okay, that does feel really tight, or that's a bit uncomfortable. And then you breathe into it. Let the joints relax over the tennis balls or the lacrosse balls if you're feeling a little feistier. Lacrosse balls are significantly more intense than tennis balls because they have less give to them. And then you start the same sequence. So up and down with the arms, nice and slow and controlled here. And then when that's no big deal, then you add in driving the big bus, get some nice good side bending. And then again, slide down, move to the next level. So continue doing this until you've worked every level up. At some point, you're not going to really be on the peanut anymore because it's going to get to where the upper back kind of curves. At that point, you're done. And so then you can sit on up, kind of feel how you can open your chest and shoulders more. This is really great for overhead lifting, for pull-ups, for really anything that you're doing, but especially when you want to be more upright, more open in the chest, breathing easier, better posture. I'm a huge fan of the peanut, and I do it really regularly myself before I'm going to go work out and do some overhead lifting activities. So I also use this after workout if I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling really tight, like in my upper back. Then I'll hop on the peanut for just a few minutes. It doesn't take that long, and target those really tight areas. And then I feel a heck of a lot better. So make a peanut or order them. You can find them on Amazon, already made for you. But you'd look up lacrosse ball peanut or tennis ball peanut or mobility peanut. They go by a variety of different names. Or you can just do the super high-tech version I did and just tape a couple of balls together. So give that a try and see how